It is that time of year. ACC softball here on ACC Network. Welcome to New England. The 2025 ACC Softball Championship starts right here. Our first of 4 games today, all on ACC Network, and it's the 8 seed Georgia Tech taking on the 9 seed Cal Golden Bears. Important, obviously, for their advancement in the tournament, but also we're trying to polish those NCAA tournament resumes. Take a look.
Pitch with the curveball. Really, both teams trying to settle in here early. The excitement's high, the intensity's high once you get to the postseason.
7th pitch of the at-bat, and she breaks out off speed and strikes out.
Inter-squad scrimmages, a lot of competitive moments.
Ball's hit out towards right center field. A little flare off the bat along Quiroga, and it drops in. And the Bears have the game's first base runner. Anders hits it fair past third, down the left field corner. Great pickup by Willer, who makes a quick throw to third. Safe there is Quiroga, and Anders is at second with a double. Career high 15 homers this year for Bell, and she sends one in the air to right. Let's see if it's deep enough. Edgman makes the catch, tagging. Quiroga stops. Now halfway to third is Anders, and she's in a rundown. They're coming towards the plate, back towards third base, and she's out of the baseline. She should be out regardless. She is tagged. And a double play ends the inning. Some issues on the bases there for Cal as Quiroga stopped. Anders came. Ended Syracuse hopes of playing in this ACC championship. Chopped right side, a diving stop from her backside. Phillips throws out Gottlieb, and right out of the chute, the Cal defense. Wait, no, she didn't beat it out. She did beat it out. So impressed by the effort here, though.
I mean, both teams are fired up and ready to play. Look at that deep angle to the outfield. A great effort play, great technique play from Phillips. And Gottlieb legs it out with
7 home runs, and just about a half hour ago was named 3rd team All-ACC and All-Freshman team. The conference awards came out about a half hour ago. Willer has herself a walk. Leschper squares and gets the bunt down. The play is at first, and a high throw by Andrade down the line. Gottlieb scores. Willer coming home. Leschper all the way to third. So Tech wanting to play small ball and advance the runners, and they get a throwing error that produces the game's first 2 runs.
But Georgia Tech uses the sacrifice well. It's a high pitch, so she's very fortunate she got it down. But when she did, this ball just gets away, and that's what speed can do to you. It's a rushed play. Andrade not in great position, rushes the throw, and that is a big mistake.
Circumstances, and hasn't seen a lot of the field for the last few weeks. That one's going to get out of the infield, trickle into right center field. Tucker just guides it in the air up the middle and brings in Leschper with the 3rd run of the inning. 41st RBI for Tucker.
Ash shrugs her shoulders a little bit after getting to first base. This pitch is a borderline strike, really down in the zone. She just gets her barrel there. Doesn't really.
Connolly to third, backhand. Andrade to second, out to first, not in time. Well, Andrade, really nice pickup. That ball seemed like it maybe headed down the line. Senior. And misses away that time. So a 5-pitch walk to Vukadinovich. 2nd walk of the inning handed out by Reimers.
Forcing busy minds for the Cal defense.
Bouncy ball up the middle, base hit. Coming around third, Connolly to the plate. The throw is there, but it skips away from Quiroga. Throw back to third base. And Vukadinovich just got in ahead of that tag on the batting helmet.
Well, the offense continues. Reese Hunter takes that drop ball, drives it right up the middle. This is an outstanding throw from Lee. And if the ball is caught and handled by Quiroga, that looks to be a potential out at the plate. But the Cal defense, once again, fundamentals, catching, throwing a little bit and compete.
Liner knocked down Andrade. That's a fair ball, and that's going to be an infield hit, I assume, and it's going to leave the bases loaded. Simon got about every dugout clapping as Edgman up with the bases loaded, one out, and hits a high fly to right. Back goes Butler on the run, makes the catch. The lead two runners tag. Both advance 60 feet. Vukadinovic scores, Hunter to third, and RBI on a sac fly for Edgman, and her 6th run batted in of the season makes it 5-0.
Well, Edgman not typically known for her power, just 2 doubles on the season in terms of extra base hits, but she swings tall, she swings strong, gives the team what the team needs, which is an elevated fly ball to the outfield. And so
they have batted around in the first inning. Gottlieb started the inning. An infield hit, hits a slow roller right back to the same player, Phillips. This one not hit as hard, and Phillips throws her out to end the inning, but 10 batters come to the plate. One costly season. Popped up behind second base, and it'll drift out into center field and caught by Paige Vukadinovic. You know, we chatted with Eileen Morales. Lose this game, it possibly could be their last game of the season. They're on the bubble for the NCAA tournament. It rolls past Voiles, but backing her up at second base is Connolly. And they get Lee with 2 outs. Hard hit, diving stoppage short. Simon airmails it. Back it up is the right fielder Edgman. By the time she collects it, Phillips is at second base.
Medina is more of a singles hitter. They're really shortening the field, trying to take away that little blue pit between the infield and outfield.
Medina lays down the bunt. That's cut off by Grayson Tucker. She's elected to take it instead of Voiles and gets. Wheeler grounds it to third, and a backhand attempt by Marshall, and it's down the left field side and into second with a slide. It's a double for Wheeler. The third 2-base hit of the season. And Addie Leschper, and that one gets through the 5-6 hole and into left field, and quickly Wheeler moves over to third base. And Leschper with a base hit. Tucker golfs it back to the circle, and they've got the runner hung up between third and home. Throw goes back to third. Marshall throws now to Bell, the first baseman's in the rundown, and there's the tag. And basically, Wheeler stayed in the rundown long enough that Georgia Tech really didn't lose anything there. They just changed the runner at third. That's now
third and home.
That ball hit to left field on the run, caught by Pond, and she fires it in quickly, and the runners have to hold. Grace Connolly jumping on the first pitch, but Kaylee Pond able to come in and to her right towards the. I think your opponent is a little shaky defensively. You're going to put heat on that, and here's another example. Just a bouncing ball off the bat of Vukadinovic, but coming to the plate, a collision and tag out is Tucker. Well, Eileen Morales coming down. She's discussing. So there's the collision, the tag, and that is the third out. But Tech adds another run in the second. Play of the second inning. Ball in play. The shortstop has an issue. That's a miscue there by Anders. But then after Leschper had scored, Tucker rounds third. I think they were questioning, was there a possibility that Eileen Morales was thinking Quiroga was blocking the plate there, but the runner went in standing up. But obstruction, and they are going to call obstruction on the catcher, Quiroga. So we're going to go back now to the bottom of the second inning and continue play.
I think this is a good call. Clearly, you can see Quiroga standing in the baseline without the ball. And remember, you have to allow the leading edge of the base runner. The leading edge of the base has to be open.
the umpire's mic audio to the house and also to you folks, our viewing audience. This ball's rolled towards third base. Marshall up with it, throw to first. Now the bottom of the second is over. We definitely heard the crew say, reviewing safe. Wave and a miss. A swing by Marshall, aggressive on 2 strikes. And that's a 4-pitch walk. And Butler is aboard. So Voiles pitched twice against Cal.
Continue to work that pitch upstairs.
Off speed, strike 3 on the high part of the zone. And after falling down in the count 2-0, Voiles comes back. He brings a 3-2 to Anders. Off speed, looped into right. That's going to get down. Take a couple of bounces. Cut off there by Vukadinovic, but headed for the plate. Safe. Throw to second was in time, though, and they get the out, it appears.
Motions going on with Coach Spencer.
Simon towards right. That's going to drop in. Is there a play at first? Attempt made there. Butler was not going to be shy. She was charging that ball.
Defense and hit. You know, you could go through all those scenarios.
Slow ground ball right side. A look at second base by Phillips, but she takes the sure out to Bell. Edgman has a productive out and advances Simon down to second.
And so far in this game, you know, that hasn't been long counts, a lot of foul balls.
3-2 pitch put in play to first. Bell takes a step and a half onto the bag. And Simon advances over to third. And 2 outs. Willer out into right field. Butler is called off, and the second baseman Phillips makes the catch to retire the side. Cal keeps Georgia Tech off the board, and we finish 3. 15 on the season. And that hit her. 2-1 pitch got her on the leg. And Bell is on, and it's the first time today that Cal.
Hey, we're going to change your hitting stance. We think it's going to work. And, you know, that's credit to her.
And she hits one down the third base line. The lead runner, Jalous, has to stop at second base. He pulls it back and puts it in the air to left field, and Willer's there to make the catch. Voiles gets a big first down.
She has excellent command of that pitch. She's been able to throw it on any count, and when you're facing a big hitting team, power hitting team like Cal, that is the big equalizer. Disrupt that timing.
Goes right back to it and gets the strikeout. 2 outs for Medina. And she moves that into left. There's a force out at third, but nobody there to cover as you have the third baseman Tucker playing in and Simon playing her shortstop spot. But here's Nyland Marshall. Didn't start at third base, but came in after the first inning. She's at the plate for a second time. Struck out her first back in the third. Aboard here in the fourth. Scored it in the air right side, and the first baseman wants it, Leshper. And Cal leaves them loaded without scoring. Midpoint of the fourth, 7-0 Tech.
Mentality has infiltrated into her team at the plate.
Leshper deep to center and goodbye. Her 7th of the season, and she wasted no time jumping on the first pitch and hammering it out.
Talk about aggressive mentality. They've continued it this entire game. This pitch sat too much over the middle of the plate, and Leshper was ready for it. I don't think this Georgia Tech team's fired up to play. I know it's been a while, but they know you can do it. You feel you can do it. But now, the way Georgia Tech has continued to hit the ball hard as Tucker does there for the line out to shortstop. Now your back is truly against the wall.
Pitcher today, Anna Reimers Now make it out of the first. Ball's hit to left field, and Kaylee Pond right there. 2 outs.
Punch your own ticket, but that's why it's a full body of work. I mean, the games you play the first day of the season in February count just as much as this game today.
Lee catches the ball hit by Vukadinovich to center field, and after a video review resulted in obstruction being assessed. That is a softball back to Sophia Voiles, who throws that softball to first for the first out.
Yeah, had 2 quick hits in the first 3 batters of the game.
Slowly hit towards short. Simon gathers, throws, and out by a step is Quiroga. 2 today. That's ball 4. Still hope for the Golden Bears. Pickoff, and the game ends on a pickoff at first base. Hunter to Leshber, and it ends the inning.
Georgia Tech has been aggressive this entire game. Leshber sneaks in behind Anders. It's a perfect throw from Reese Hunter. This game was dominated on both sides of the ball from Georgia Tech. They really went out and took this first game of the ACC championship.
And in an absurd way, it's almost kind of fitting that the game ended on a pickoff. Very unusual. Cal shut out for just the 2nd time all season. They were shut out by Emma Limley. And Virginia Tech 9-0, and they got shut out in 5 innings by Voiles here today, 8-0. And now Cal, again, the resume looks good. We'll see what happens on Selection Sunday, though, for the NCAA tournament.
They'll be holding their breath a little bit, hoping that their body of work the entire season has been strong enough to punch their ticket.
So